Hello everyone, it's Jay from the Gamebustersuk, and I'm here with another update. As some of you may have known if you looked at my video, that what am I doing? But that I had an issue. Well, basically my internet had been going funny. I don't know why. It just it was irritating, yada yada. But yeah, I try. I did what I could. And basically, well, I sent a message to my service provider, and they, because I didn't want to call them up, because it's always a pain when you call something up. Yeah, when you call something up, I'm joking. When you call someone up, so. I sent a message on the forums, and I was like, look, because I got a new router. I might have told you guys. By the way, I'm actually playing this live, so I'm just doing some random Digimon. Why not? I'm actually entering a tournament right now, so my stats aren't exactly where I want them to be, and I'm going to waste this large MP, but whatever. But yeah, so basically, I messaged them, and they, I guess, checked from wherever they were. Someone got back to me, basically said, yeah, something's not right. Sounds like your signal is like off or something. Well, I'm starting off, and I was like, all right, but why is that? This new router thing got fitted and everything, and they said, right, we're gonna have to send someone over. So they sent someone over about like yesterday, Friday. Is that Giromon? No, that's not Giromon. Anyway, yeah, so what am I doing? Oh, I'm war crying. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted by my own game. Right, so yeah, so basically they sent someone over, and the guy is like, yeah, there's something wrong with the signal, and he said, but like there's the plug to the new hub that I have, there's like a voltage is wrong, the plug cable voltage is wrong. And I was like, I noticed that when I had a look at it like the other day, and I was like, surely that's going to cause some issues in itself. And he was like, yeah, that's not going to help. And I was like, well, the guy who fitted it in last time obviously done it wrong. Why did he do it wrong? Why did he get the voltage wrong? I used to be a technician myself, so I know all about plugs and battery packs and voltages and all that issues and stuff. So you'd think that being a technician themselves, they would get it right. I don't know, it's strange. Anyway, so the guy was like, okay, I fixed this, da 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 da. And then he said, oh, but there's still an issue here. And I was like, well, what's the issue? And it was like, there's something else. I need to look at your box. And I was like, box. What do you mean? Obviously, he means like the box with the service provider, which is unfortunately buried underneath all of my sister's stuff, because it's in my sister's room. Because before, basically, there was no room to put the PC in my room, this old PC that we had years ago. And so we had to put it in my sister's room, which meant I had to go in her room half the time, which obviously annoyed her, and I didn't want to go in her room. But I had to go in her room. It was like Windows XP, I think it was the first one or something. And so the internet was there. Now over the years, obviously she's changed her layout, and she's actually covered the little box thing, which I always wondered about that. Like, surely that's going to cause issues. Basically said I need to get behind that box, and I was like, wow. She has shelves and shelves of lots of heavy stuff. It's going to take me a while. So he said, alright, I'm going to nip outside. He's going to do something. And then wait for me to basically finish. And I was like, oh, for fuck's sake. So I had to go around messing with all my sister's stuff. I'm not worried. She's not going to be listening to this. I highly doubt it anyway. And, shift all that stuff out so he can finally get behind the box. And it was a very old box because it hasn't been changed for a long time. And he was like, yeah, I need to have a look at this. And he basically said, this is obviously very old and stuff, and this shouldn't be like this, yada yada yada, sort of thing. Yeah. And so I think like he adjusted the wires and whatnot, and like removed one of those switcher things. I know what they're called. I should know what they're called. I'm a technician, but I kind of forgot what they're called. But they're like little, they're like cable things, like cable path swapper thingies. And there's a specific name for them, but I can't remember what they're called. Like a wire goes into one end and then it pops out. You know, it's like a converter sort of thing. Anyway, basically he removed that, changed his wires around, and they basically said, look, the hub is probably done in anyway because the voltage is wrong. Which was like, yeah, fair enough. And then he said, right, I'm going to change it. So he changed the new hub. So you got a new hub to replace the not so old hub anyway, which I was like, okay, that's a bit iffy. And then basically he said to me that he's surprised that we've had internet this long, like it working at all. And I was like, yeah, that sounds worrying in itself. Why is that lagging? Slightly randomly, but whatever. I'm not too bothered. It's just an update video. But you know, I was like, alright. Well, you know, it has been working. It's just, well, I don't know. I don't really know what much to say about it, really, honestly. I just, you know, and he just said, you know, obviously you need to change your new password and everything and whatnot. And I was like, well, why did the guy put the wrong voltage in the first place anyway? Oh, crap. Vademon's using his finisher. But, you know, what's up with that sort of thing? But, I don't know. I don't know. Oh, I'm out of MP. Make this count. This won't kill him. Or maybe it will. Holy shit. See, my fence is like 999 in here, so I just felt like playing this game. I've been playing it for quite a while, actually, just for fun. So, but yeah, slightly off topic there. I'll go back to what I was saying. So yeah, I was a bit confused about everything and whatnot. I've checked I've checked the levels. They seem to have gone back up. But I'll need to double check with like uploading and stuff and whatnot. I'll see how long this upload takes. A flaming mane. That's for Leomon, isn't it? Yeah. You get a lot of Digivolution items for doing these tournaments, so, which is also a good tip in case you're still playing this like I am. You come back to this time to time. It's a good game. I like it, but slightly random. I don't know if anyone people know. They're doing a new Digimon world apparently. Not a game, unfortunately. A series. Apparently, it's kind of like a. I heard it's sort of like a reboot-ish sort of thing with the original Digidestins. I think that's what they were called. It's been years since I think they were called the Digidestins. Yeah, basically, yeah, that. And I was like, alright. I'm not sure how I feel about that, but like a certain other anime that I watch, I'm not really sure about how I feel about that getting a continuation, because I think, I don't know, I heard it's a continuation, Digimon, I heard it's a reboot-ish sort of thing, but they said it's basically the original cast are back, and I'm like, well, it must be a continuation then. And then they're like, oh no, but they're all teenagers and stuff, and I'm like, but if anyone knows their Digimon well, which I do sorta, you know, it's like I know my Yu-Gi-Oh, but I haven't like watched an episode of Yu-Gi-Oh for years, but I know it. You know, so just I was basically like, right, they're all teenagers. I was like, okay, but there is a Digimon world. If anyone knows, there's a season in season 2. The original cast are teenagers, so I don't understand. What? The only thing I can think of is that they're continuing after Digimon World Season 2, because Season 3 was a completely different generation, or universe, I guess. You know, it wasn't like a continuation from it. Like, you know, Digimon World 2 was a continuation of Digimon World 1, the series, by the way. You know, it had the old cast, but the old cast weren't the main characters, but they were there. You know, you had Agumon make a return, Gabumon, you know, all them lot, Beamon, Gomamon, Tensumon, Palmon, Patamon. They all make a return, but they're not the main cast, and they're teenagers. The Digidestins have grown up, so I don't understand what they're doing with it. But yeah. Anyway, back to what I was saying. Random. I don't know how long it's going to be. This is about 10 minutes, isn't it? Yeah. Well, we'll see. I might go fight Machine Dramon. because I can. Um, but I've got to find him in a minute actually. So yeah, I've done a couple of tests, but I will need to do like a stream. I do want to do a stream today. Now I don't know when this is going to get uploaded, so I do want to do a small test stream, maybe about 6 o'clock, maybe 6:30. It won't be Jamie because I didn't feel that it'd be fair to ask him at the last minute to say, hey, let's do a stream together. I want to test this connection to make sure it's back to what it is, because obviously he knows the situation. I've told him and everything. But I basically said we'll go back to doing casual streams next Saturday, like properly. But I would like to do another stream. So if any of you do follow me on Twitch, maybe look out 6 o'clock. That's GMT / British Standard Times, which is like 1 o'clock, I believe, for Eastern Standard Time. And if those of you guys who live there in America, and I don't know what it would be. It might be Smash. I might be playing a bit more Bayonetta again. Well, I haven't actually played Bayonetta yet, I don't think. So, you know, I might be doing that or something. But, yeah, I want to do a test. I need to make sure that this is, you know, I'd like to say I'm back. You know, this update is kind of to say I'm back, I think. But I need to do some more tests. I need to do some streams, you know, and stuff like that. And yeah, and the guy said to me, look, you've done well. And I think he's like saying something like, perhaps we just kind of put up with it. So what you mean? It's like, well, perhaps you just put up with the crappy internet and just didn't get it fixed until now. And I was like, well, no, not really. The new hub was working. You know, it was working. We've had it for about 2 to 3 months now. The new hub router thing. It was working, and then it just didn't. And you know, you'd think they'd get it right the first time when you do something. It's like saying, look, you know, you build a computer, right? If you don't build it correctly, it's not going to work. You know, it might semi-work, and you think, oh yeah, it's working, and then it crashes the next day, and then you find out, oh, you haven't put this in, or you haven't installed the correct drivers, or whatever. Or you haven't done any Windows damn updates, which I don't even like anyway, but Windows damn updates. But anyway, you know, if you're not going to build something correctly, then of course it isn't going to function. You know, it isn't going to function properly. But you know, that box hasn't been. I mean, he didn't even change the box. He just like I say, I think he was like adjusting it or something. And like I say, it seems to be working, but I'm unsure. I'm really unsure. You know. That's why I need to do some tests. I hope we're back. I hope I don't get any more problems like this. My mum's glad that she can access her emails now. She can go on the internet because she, you know, she couldn't do it on the wire stuff. See, I'm always wired on my PC, and if like my corridor to where the router is to my sister's room to my room wasn't like long, I would probably wire myself to like my Wii U and my PS3 or whatever, because Ethernet cables are really cheap online. I can get like a 20-meter one for like £2, maybe even cheaper on Amazon. So, you know, but obviously if I did that, my parents would trip over the damn wire. So, you know, that's why I wish it was in my room, but at the same time, I've got no room because my room's really small. In case you guys don't know, because you probably can't tell from my vlog. Just looking at my stats, my vlog video, my room is kind of like a corner shop. that's how I describe it. It is dinky, it's small. Then again, I do have a big ass cabinet in my room, you know, and also has some other stuff in my room like that I don't need, but it's still kind of small, you know. Like whenever I used to have the other GBUK members come in to record something, they'd be squashed, and it felt uncomfortable. We did actually use my loft at one point in my house, but you know, yeah, that was always awkward. You know, I'd love to move out, but I can't afford it. Not at the moment. Maybe have like a gaming room, and then I have like my just my my actual bedroom or something separate. I don't know. Maybe one day if I win a lot of money. Let's get my defense up a bit. But yeah. I hope I'm back. But like I said, I don't want this to be too long. I'm going to end by fighting with Shijimon, I think. I had to get Numamon so I could learn some poop moves. Yes, you heard correctly. If I just show you. I've only managed to learn 4, and then I couldn't be bothered because I was trying to learn another move and I wouldn't learn it and stuff, so I just left it. So I decided to raise the Monzemon. For Monzemon, yeah, there you go, there's back dimension. For Monzemon, you need like 300 of every stat and like 3000 HP and MP. If you get exactly on those numbers, like literally 3000 accurately, that's kind of hard to do, but it is possible. Then you're pretty much guaranteed. And of course, if you don't do any care mistakes or the minimal care mistakes, and make sure your weight is, you know, pretty much what it is. I mean, I think the weight is fairly high, about 40 to 44 for Monzemon. So, yeah, most of the time, if you're just feeding him with Sirloin, you'll get him anyway. But has this reset yet? No, it's not reset. Sometimes the back dimension resets and then you can get more items, but in this case it's not resetting. That's okay. Anyway, so yeah, that's a pretty good tip. Also, if you have a denomination, like say for example 300 of every stat for Monzemon, right? 300 for every stat. If I were to then change it to 400 of every stat, I'd still digivolve. Apparently, if it's the same denomination, so basically, if it's 100, you know, if it's the same denomination of 100, as long as it's at least 300 or above, so it could be 300, it could be 400, it could be 500, you have a much higher chance of digivolving. So, pretty much my tip to really tell you about this game, for those of you who come back to it like I do, is make your stats as high as possible when it comes to ultimates. And I always find if you are starting with baby to in training Digimon, train with them. I mean, I know they don't last very long and they can't train much, but train with them because it all counts and it will help you to, you know, basically you know, it will help you. It will basically help you get there. So, Ice Sanctuary, well, he appears and disappears, but you're just here to fight Machinimon because for some reason Machinimon keeps coming back. I don't know, but yeah, he's here. He's Grey Lord's mansion, which is basically Myotismon's mansion, and he's Ogreimon's fortresses. And just in case you're wondering, he is stronger than the one that you fight at the end of the game, because he has max stats. So yeah, and of course he always has Thunder Justice. He actually always has the same moveset. He has that machine move that powers up his attacks, which is really good, by the way, for a machine type. And then he has Thunder Justice, and I think that's it. Just the no, sorry, and or Range Beam. Yeah, he'll always have that moveset, always. But luckily I have Monzemon, so I can just Thunder Justice him right back. Look at him go. Stand no chance. Boom, Megalo Spark. Dead. Oh, I love Thunder Justice, man. It's so good. Yeah, he's always max stats, so try and fight him as an ultimate because you'll have a hard time. And then for some reason it seems like, see, it always seems like an Agumon or a Digimon was like somehow possessed by the spirit of Machinimon. I don't know how that works. They're all like, oh, something happened, I passed out, and then they run off. I don't know, it's weird, but anyway, yeah. So yeah, guys, I'll be back soon. Hopefully, doing more streams and more uploading stuff and whatnot. I'm really sorry this took so long. You know, like I say, it was a pain, you know. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I'm gonna have to go and sort of put my sister's stuff back at some point, which is gonna be fun. But anyway, guys, this has been long enough. I'm gonna cut some of it out anyway. Yeah, like I say, I may be doing a stream later on today, 6 o'clock. 6:30. Look out if you like. It'll probably either be Smash or Bayonetta, because it's just the things I've been playing recently. I haven't really been playing much else. I've been just trying to do other stuff, really. But yeah, it's just a test. I don't know how long I'll do it for, and then the proper doing a casual stream next week. Anyway, guys, thank you guys for listening, and I hope to see you guys soon in more uploaded videos. But until then, take care. Goodbye.